Hej. No to lecimy. Aha, miałem polecieć do góry.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get out of here. Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Ja mam ten dziennik.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. The
Udało
two
się.
sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like
Jej.
a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
Otwieramy.
without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
A jeny, myślałem, że może ta odznaka.
Two octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revershall East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue. It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored.
Ciekawe.
A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Otwieramy.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters. In a Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
Harry.
Throw it away, please.
Czytaj dalej.
Your hand shakes holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on. To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
No mam upaść na bok? Po co? Co jest?
There is nothing. Again. Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout. Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
The call when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause. Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. The upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes.
Co to się wydarzyło?
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened? Right. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed? Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
O, ale notatnik wypasiony. Co on mi daje?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside.
Biorę to. Dobra. Ale mam notatnik teraz. Strasznie mi się kamera przybliżyła, co nie? O. No, mogę przybliżyć trochę, ale... Jeszcze biegniemy tam, gdzie się zakończyła ta cała przygoda. No dobrze. Aha, a może z tą babeczką będą mógł zagadać u góry, czy nie? Oj!
The streets will flow red once more, a great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
Zapewnia dziwaczka chciałem powiedzieć, zapewnia dziewczyna, wpatrując się w łódź żaglową przycumowaną do pomostu.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Prawo to ja, to mi się zawsze podoba.
Go where? Accosting a minor?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief.
Dowraca głowę w stronę wybrzeża i kiwa pogardliwie głową w kierunku Joyce, wykonującej prace konserwacyjne na swojej łodzi.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world. It's where they grow whores like her, and their whoremen. Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor? Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
No, na pewno.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Nie, to nieładnie, przecież się nie wyzywa.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
A ja mam reklamówkę. Ciekawe co tutaj, kurczę, będzie.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
+2 artystyczne porywy Cindy są zaraźliwe. Okej. Dobra, tu byliśmy. Czy jak pójdę do tego ciała... Czy ja w końcu mogę zdjąć to ciało? A jeszcze jedna sprawa. Czy ja mogę to jakoś sprint? O, tu mi się wszystko podświetla, proszę. Sorry, że biegam cały czas w tym samym miejscu, ale tu był jeszcze taki kominek, który mnie ciekawił. Tu? Nie. Tu? Nie. To nie wiem, gdzie jest ten kominek teraz, ale był.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below, as you breathe in,
Tak
the
jest.
odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Ktoś poszło go z rękami. Ten podejdź o krok.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
No dobra.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots.
Lecimy
His
od
skin
butów.
is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
To się nazywa cargo belt. Okej.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
They are armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
Szewiki, no dobrze. Co to jest za pancerz?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Okej.
It is. It's expensive.
Porucznik rysuje wskazującym palcem linię w skondensowanej parze osadzonej na ceramicznej powierzchni.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
O jakiej kwocie mówimy?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages. By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy.
Of course.
Ale bym wziął.
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
No, Kuno tam obserwuje.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
Okej.
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Okej.
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
No, na pewno.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
Dawaj
This
buta.
feels dangerous. Are you sure? The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
A, faktycznie.
So, what's wrong with you, asshole? Why is he letting Goku know?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
To się interesujesz,
The
chciałem
cadaver
zdjąć.
slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
Z przączką na
Oh
górze.
my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you. Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
Extremely. Industrial strength, the kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus, when the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
No, more like in harbor, like the one just east of here. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt, buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there. It's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed. The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heartbreak. Your fist clenches suddenly. Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But it's not quite complex enough, is it?
It doesn't seem familiar from the insides of any radio computer your mind can imagine. The somewhat organic lines remind you of old filament memory units, but not quite. No, you're nowhere near right.
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears, some sort of camera.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Wyjmuję dwie szklane ampułki zamknięte metalowymi zatyczkami i umieszczę je z kliknięciem w gnieździe znajdującej się w bocznej ściance urządzenia. Towarzyszy mu lśniąca wąska szczelina.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
Kiedy aparat na zwłoki kieruje aparat na zwłoki i zerka do jego wnętrza. Soczewka wymaga regulacji. Wtem
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Oznajmia, potrząsając papierem, aby przyspieszyć jego wysychanie na zimnym wietrze. Na papierze widnieje idealna kolorystycznie kopia tatuażu z klatki piersiowej Denata.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
I'm gone. I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
Go ahead, Coppo. Maybe I was getting my rocks off. Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you? Captain Coppodromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question. Into the wild pale yonder, in the past, way out in the west.
Daleko na zachodzie?
What do you mean? Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions. Because you're a copperoony. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Here you go, you loony. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. You might be onto something there. Because you have. Maybe I was getting my rocks off. It's a mishmash, Coppabolo. You think I'm Messinian, don't you? For you, this is how people from Messina speak like. Well, I'm not from Messina, am I? My hair is too light a shade of brown. Trust your inner racist. Yeah, well, he seems to think I'm also a racist, since I have tattoos and a military body build. It's called profiling. I know what this means. More questions. Because you're a copperoony. Look at all of them go. You're lost, Coppodopo. We'll come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
Czemu się pytam Kima, czemu mrużę oczy?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Of course. You have questions, don't you? The power of your imagination, because you're a copperoony. Coming right up, copperoony, Rooney. Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along. Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Klaunie usta trupa wydają się uśmiechać. Twarz powoli obraca się przed tobą.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
Co jest tym północnym zachodem, nie wiem.
Come back later, Corporal.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Byliśmy dokładnie. Masz pan jak go stąd ściągnąć? Może coś powiedzieć jeszcze później, nie?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso.
Chodź tu. Tu obudź się, coś będziesz wiedział.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
Na całe życie?
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Tak się zastanawiam, czemu ty nie? Co ty używasz za dziwnych słów? Hej, dzieciaku, dziecko, odbądź ze mną rozmowę.
Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks? All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Jaki dzieciak, co?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, pomóż.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
Czyli nie wiedziałeś, jak to się
You
stało?
heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Najeża się, Kuno nie był miejscowy. A, rozumiem. Gdzie byłeś w takim
I
razie?
don't know. Some fucking
Rozgląda się i próbuje coś wymyślić.
Mexico or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Aha.
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Wciąga z
Kuno didn't
powrotem.
smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Okej, wciąga z powrotem do nosa wystającego z niego gila. Okej.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Czyli o mnie mówi śmierdziel.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
Jesteś po prostu za mały na ten pancerz.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12.
Jest
He's
wie.
huge.
Ale w ogóle jaki kozaczek.
What are you? Fucking 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in, Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Trying to fuck on Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Jen.
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
Kuno wykop wyimaginowanego hełmu.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
To weź się za tego wąsatego chuja ze związku radosnego trubadura przy bramie.
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows? So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Spieprzaj. Okej. Okay. Dobra.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
No wiadomo. Idziemy. Kim? Aha. Zdjątko. Ojen. Wesołego meska. Zrobiłem to przecież. Część ciała. Linia łącząca z przedsiębiorstwem sterującym mostem zwodzonym. Ok. Tu już nikogo nie ma. Tutaj wszystko w porządku.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Znajdź coś wartego uwagi, to jest starcie szmat.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof. This jacket is the apex of human evolution. The moment at which man became weatherproof. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
You see 2 lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here. These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them. No way, officer! These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk. That's right, officer.
A pair of Faun Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those
50.
sneakers are the latest Faun sneakers. Super rare, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
Czas reakcji, koordynacja. No dobra. Na razie to sobie odejdę. Troszeczkę udało się ruszyć... Troszeczkę udało się ruszyć temat tego ciała. Muszę zaraz się rozejrzeć, który to jest ten gościu, o którym mówił Kuno. I z nim pogadać. Zobaczymy, co powie na temat tego pancerza. A na chwilę obecną będę się żegnał i dzięki za słuchanie, tudzież czytanie i zapraszam na następne nagranie. Cześć.